Here's a quick introduction to the bag shaker. You'll see first off that I've got it screwed into my workbench. This is not actually in a micro lab, but the basic principle is you want it on a good heavy, well braced table if at all possible. You see I've got good bracing. This thing's made out of 2x4s and 3/4 inch ply, so it's a heavy and stable table. Oh man, rhyming. There's a couple features you'll notice as far as the function of it goes. You have the timer. This is what controls how long it will run. This runs the same way as the timer on the Thor bagger, though there is an exception. If you go into the settings, which is this top right, you hold it for 3 seconds, you'll see it starts flashing, and then I tap it again. Oops, I held it too long. Tap it again, and now you're going to your time. Just like on the Thor bagger, this bottom right, you should just never touch it. That's what changes the decimal location, if you can see that moving around. If you have no decimal, then you're going in seconds. That's what we want. But one quirk about these timers is the time. See if I just change that and pop out of the settings, turn it off, turn it back on again, you'll see it didn't save. This particular supplier requires you to, once you've changed your settings, pop back into settings again and then leave. That's what saves it, that second time you go in. So now you'll see it's saved after power off. So that's one quirk just to be aware of. You'll also notice I have the main power cord. That's what provides power to the device. There's the foot pedal connector, and this is the same exact foot switch as the Thor bagger uses. And then I have the speed dial, and there's a couple different ones that I have used. So if it's blue or if it's a little bit bigger, that's not a problem. The main thing is you have the same range of motion, and you'll notice that I normally will keep it right about here. That's something that you'll dial in according to what's best for your situation, and you'll just look at how well it turns the material over. So that's the basic introduction of the features and functions of the bagger. I'll just go ahead and start it. You can see it moves around, and it gets faster or slower according to where I put it on the dial. So that's expected functionality. Also, you'll notice I have a bumper. That's just to make it so you're not bumping up against a metal edge. And then there's also the rubber mat, and that protects your bags from these screw heads, so it's not rubbing on there, putting abrasions on your bags, and also gives it a little bit of grip so that more of the shaking motion goes into the bag rather than just the bag slipping around. Yeah, that's what we've got.